Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about the results from the Las Vegas weekend for trucks, Xfinity and Cup. But before we get into that, let's talk about the next race for Cup and Xfinity, which will be at Phoenix Raceway. So the Xfinity Series will be 200 laps, 200 miles for the running of the United Rentals 200, and for the Cup Series it'll be I'm going to guess it's called the Royal Mortgage 500, and that'll be 312 laps, 312 miles. So that is Phoenix. Let's now move on to the results. So first off with the Truck Series, and that was won by Chandler Smith. Second place to him was his boss, Kyle Busch. Then Stuart Friesen, Ryan Preece, Tanner Gray, Matt Benedetto, Matt Crafton, Brett Holmes, also myself and Ty Majeski ran out of the top 10. Then Dean Thompson, Tate Fogelman, Carson Hocevar, Chase Purdy, Matt Mills, Tyler Ankrum, Chris Wright, Timmy Hill, Lawless Allen, and Lawrence Hesmans rounding out the top 20. I guess, yeah, so first to the drivers who went to the rear. Matt Jasko went to the rear because of a driver change. Basically, he failed to qualify in the 47 truck, but I think Brennan Poole qualified in the 46 truck, and Matt Jasko basically took the 46 truck for the race. Jordan Anderson and Blaine Perkins also went to the rear due to unapproved adjustments. Speaking of Blaine Perkins, he did not have a great day. As at lap 22, he spun out after contact and losing a tire. Lap 28, Zane Smith makes contact with Colby Howard and spins him around, collecting Haley Deegan, Chase Purdy, and Matt Crafton. All of them got damaged. Sorry about that. Lap 30, Ben Rhodes wins stage 1. Lap 55, the Onion, Todd Bodine spins in turn 4. And lap 61, Rhodes swept both of the stages. While that was happening, actually, that was another lap. I think that was around lap 80 something, or lap 70 something. I can't remember. But Chase Purdy got loose and spins into the wall while battling with Jack Wood. Lap 90, Todd Bodine it spins and hits the outside wall with the back of the truck. Lap 103, Ben Rhodes gets spun out by Ty Majeski in a front stretch and gets into the wall, so his day was ended. His truck was also sponsorless as well, which was pretty interesting. Lap 119, Chris Wright spins out. Lap 126, I'll probably maybe put this up on the screen. Kyle Busch spins out Christian Eckes on the backstretch, even though Eckes did go down onto Kyle Busch. I was actually looking at the NASCAR Discord when that happened, and I think like most people were up at Kyle Busch's throat because they thought it was Kyle Busch who spun Eckes around. They were both leading. Well, they were 1 and 2. Let's just say that. So like they're both battling for the lead. But it definitely looks like that Kyle Busch and Christian, that Christian Eckes did come down onto Kyle Busch and spun himself around. I guess a spotter. Once again, just like Auto Club from the Cup Series, didn't really go well for him. Lap 132, I'll probably maybe put this up as well. Derek Kraus makes an incredible save. Basically, the whole of the last lap was crazy. It was phenomenal. I think actually might have been 133 and 132, but still, incredible save either way by Kraus. And on lap 134, Chandler Smith wins the victorious Voice Foundation 200 after battling with the other Smith, Zane Smith, who I just want to say they are not related. While that was happening, a lot of stuff was happening behind them. Grant Finger gets into the outside wall at turn 4 because he lost a tire. Nemechek also loses a tire and collides with Jordan Anderson. Spencer Boyd also came out of the care center with a sling on his arm. I think he broke his shoulder, or like he dislocated his shoulder. But we don't have any footage of the crash. It's kind of like the 2010 Elliott Sadler Pocono crash, where we have no footage of that. But hopefully, maybe at some point I think there is some footage of it, but it's very, very small. It's pretty shitty quality and resolution. Well, it's not a shitty resolution. It's just the quality is just really bad because it came from the onboard cameras of the trucks. And after the race as well, more drama was happening. Zane Smith was later disqualified due to lug nuts. I think there was loose lug nuts or something related to lug nuts. I know that. So he got disqualified. He got disqualified from second place, which is a pretty big blow for Zane Smith's championship season. I guess let's have a look at the other ones as well. There's Todd Bodine, who's obviously going to be making 6 starts in the series, and his Kraft and Anfinger, Derek Kraus, Nemechek. There's Spencer Boyd down 27th, and his Ekis. Got Ben Rhodes there, Jack Wood, Deegan, Howard, Perkins, and there's Zane Smith, who was disqualified. So, with that out of the way, let's now move on to the Xfinity series, and that was won by Ty Gibbs. And there's been a little bit of controversy over over Ty Gibbs, but I'll get to that soon. Second place to him was Noah Gragson, then Daniel Hemrick, Josh Berry, Justin Allgaier, Landon Castle, Sheldon Creed, Ben Moffitt, AJ Allmendinger, and Brandon Jones ran out top 10. Jeremy Clemens, John Hunter Nemechek, Ryan Ellis, Riley Herbst, Alex LeBay, Kyle Sieg, Anthony Alfredo, Bailey Curry, Jeb Burton, and JJ Yaley ran out of the top 20. I think only 3 drivers failed to qualify. That was David Starr, Stain Mullis, and Josh Williams. David Starr obviously drove for the SS Green Light 08 car. Stain Mullis tried to qualify for MBM's first start for MBM's first Xfinity Series start, and Josh Williams just failed to qualify. I think he broke something. I think he crashed, but I can't remember what he broke or something. A lot of drivers to the rear, and there were a total of 16 drivers that went to the rear. And Sheldon Creed, Bailey Curry, Landon Castle, Brandon Jones, Austin Hill, Kaz Grala, Jade Buford, JJ Yaley, Brendan Brown, Mason Massey, and Stephen Parsons all went to the rear due to a backup car. There's been something going on about, I think they are allowed to use, for 3 races or 4 races, they have to use the same car to cut costs, if I remember correctly, in the Xfinity series. I don't know, Bob Parkhurst tweeted something about it. I could try and find it. Matt Mills, Ryan Ellis went to the rear due to engine issues. Ellis also went to the rear due to transmission issues. Ryan Vargas as well, and Jeb Burton and Ty Gibbs went to the rear due to unapproved adjustments. So 16 drivers went to the rear, which is crazy. This is basically the controversy, I guess you can call it. Lap 3, Ryan Sieg spins from 12th place by Ty Gibbs. Later as well on lap 29, he tried to retaliate, but it really reminded me of like Danica Patrick wrecking Landon Castle in 2012. I think it was like Kansas or Kentucky. No, it wasn't Kentucky. I think it was either Michigan or Kansas. I can't remember. But you know what I mean. She wrecked Castle, and it looked like she was fine. Then she just went to the outside wall. It was pretty much of a bonehead move. Quite ironic because she was up in the booth for the Cup Series. Very, very ironic about that. Lap 4, Brennan Poole loses an engine. Lap 20, red flag for snow. It was precipitation, so it was absolutely rain, and I think some snow was also added into that. It was really, really weird. Lap 29, I already talked about it. Sieg tried to retaliate but failed. Lap 46, Noah Gragson wins stage 1. Lap 66, Jesse Iwuji spins out. There's been a lot of tweets about Jesse Iwuji as I saw after the race, so pretty interesting there. Lap 74, Kyle Weatherman spins from turn 2 and hits the inside wall. Lap 84, I'll probably show this. Matt Mills spins on the backstretch and hits the inside wall hard. It was a very, very violent crash. Lap 172, Jesse Iwuji once again spins in front of Ryan Vargas and Stephen Parsons. Obviously, Parsons was running the stand with Ukraine paint scheme, which was pretty nice. But that sadly got ruined because of the crash. Lap 182, Sam Mayer gets into the outside wall. Lap 109, Ryan Truex comes up in turn 4 into Austin Hill. Herbst gets damaged. Ryan Ellis and Nemechek spins to avoid. And on lap 200, Ty Gibbs wins the Alsco Uniforms 300 after a caution from Bailey Curry and CJ McLaughlin as they crash on the last lap on the front stretch. So, yeah, if you're a Ryan Sieg fan, you would be very envy of Ty Gibbs. I don't blame you because it was very weird on why he was racing Sieg very aggressively. Basically, he does have the best car, but very, very weird that Ty Gibbs was being that aggressive on lap 3. I can understand, like a lap 190 or something, but interesting that it was like the beginning of the race and it was already aggressive. But either way, here's the other drivers. Is Mike Snyder in 21st, then we got Sam May 25th, Ryan Truex 30th, Austin Hill 31st, and it's Ryan Segan 36th. Joe Graf Jr. was disqualified. I cannot remember the reason though, but I mean he's not that major either way. So that's for the Xfinity Series. That's it for the Xfinity Series. Let's now move on to the Cup Series. That was won by the hack himself, Alex Bowman. Second place in was his teammate Kyle Larson, then Ross Chastain, who had a fantastic day at Las Vegas. Kyle Busch, I'll get to him very soon. William Byron, Eric Almirola, Tyler Reddick, Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, and Christopher Bell ran out of the top 10. Austin Dillon, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Joe Logano, Corey LaJoie, Harrison Burton, Justin Haley, Chris Buescher, Austin Cindric, and Ty Dillon ran out of the top 20. No drivers failed to qualify. Total 4 drivers actually went to the rear. Kyle Busch went to the rear to a backup car. Obviously, he crashed in practice. Correct me if I'm wrong. He crashed in practice or qualifying. I can't remember. Custer, Reddick, and Hemrick, they all went to the rear due to unapproved adjustments. Lap 38, Custer spins on 25th, so all there for unapproved adjustments. Lap 43, Austin Dillon, Justin Haley, and Kyle Busch all spins in turn 1. Hemrick also got some damage, so that's fun. Lap 64, Reddick spins off turn 4. Lap 81, Alex Bowman wins stage 1. Lap 93, Chase Briscoe gets loose and collects Suarez into the wall. It was a pretty violent wreck. I think McDowell came up in front of Briscoe. He wasn't expecting it, so he just got loose and hit Suarez. Lap 104, Keselowski spins and collects Blaney. That's quite ironic. Lap 135, Chase Briscoe and Cindric both spin entering turn 3. Bell makes contact with Burton. A lot of spins actually during this race. Lap 142, once again, Bell and Burton were involved. Again, they both spun out from 2nd and 21st respectively. I don't know how the hell how they spun out together again, but they did. Lap 166, Ross Chastain wins stage 2. Lap 221, Hamlin breaks a transaxle when he spun. Lap 256, this was actually a great battle. Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. battling for the lead. That was a fantastic little battle there. Was the two veterans, just going side by side all over the place on the track. It was really, really cool to see. Lap 265, Eric Jones gets into the wall, and Wallace also spins. Lap 274, though, Alex Bowman wins the Pennzoil 400 after a pit stop strategy. So basically, Bowman, Larson, Byron took 2 tires. Everyone else took 4 tires. Obviously, it was like a 3 lap dash to the finish, so I can understand why they would take 2 tires. And it kind of paid off, especially for Bowman, who won the race. And Kyle Busch has some very interesting words to say. I'll put it up on the screen. Jordan Bianchi tweeted out, I think also Jeff Gluck as well. But basically, he was just saying that Bowman is incredibly lucky to get all these wins that he has. Like, it makes sense, but I wouldn't really agree with the wording that he put it as. But I definitely agree with him. Very interesting of how he gets his wins. Like, he got the wins at obviously the most predominant one I can remember is at Pocono, when Larson cut a tire on the final lap on the final corner. Bowman went by and won the race, and then he obviously spun out Hamlin. Obviously, there have been actual serious wins, like his first ever win at Chicagoland, maybe Dover as well. But other than that, also maybe even Richmond as well. But other than that, all the other wins have been just landed on his lap. Basically, they've been just easy win, easy for him to get the win. Let's now move on. I guess here's the other drivers who came outside of the top 20. That's how far I can go. Oh, never mind. Oh god, I'm so bad at this. Okay, here. Stenhouse, Hemrick, and then there's Gillen, Keselowski, and then Denny Hamlin down 32nd. He's not having a good start of the year. Custer, Greg Biffle, Driscoll, Blaney, and then there's Suarez. So that's the results all done. Let's now have a look at the standings. We have Chandler Smith, who's now the points leader. Then Tanner Gray, Ty Majeski, Ben Rhodes, Stuart Friesen, Matt Benedetto, Carson Hocevar, also himself, Matt Crafton, John Hunter Nemechek ran out to top 10. And Christian Ecke, Zane Smith, Timmy Hill, Tate Vogelman, Chris Wright, Spencer Boyd, Tyler Ankrum, Ryan Preece, Brent Holmes, and Parker Kligerman ran out top 20. Here's currently what the playoffs looks like. Just move this up here. Chandler Smith, Tanner Gray, Ben Rose, Ty Majeski, Stuart Friesen, Zane Smith, Matt Benedetto, Carson Hocevar, also himself, Matt Kraft ran out top 10. Nemechek to Holmes, obviously 11th to 19th. Then move on to the Xfinity Series. And here we have Noah Gragson, who's the points leader. And Ty Gibbs right behind him. AJ Allmendinger, Justin Allgaier, Josh Berry, Daniel Hemrick, Riley Herbst, Anthony Alfredo, Sam Mayer, Austin Hill ran out top 10. Then Ryan Sieg, Brandon Jones, Brandon Brown, Sheldon Creed, Jeb Burton, JJ Yaley, Kyle Sieg, Landon Castle, Brent Moffat, and Jeremy Clemens ran out the top 20. I don't know what the hell I just said then. So for the playoffs, Gregson, Gibbs, Allmendinger, Hemrick, Allgaier, Hill, Berry, Herbst, Alfredo, Mayer, Ryan Sieg, and Brandon Jones. The top 12. From Brandon Brown to Clements, those are the 13th to 20th. And finally, for the Cup Series, Kyle Larson, who is the points leader, Martin Truex Jr., Joe Logano, Austin Cindric, Kyle Busch, Eric Almirola, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Bubba Wallace, Austin Dillon, top 10, and then Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Eric Jones, Kevin Harvick, Ricky Sounds Jr., Tyler Reddick, Ty Dillon, and Ross Chastain ran out to top 20. Playoffs, we got Larson, Cindric, Truex, Bowman, Logano, Kyle Busch, Almirola, Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Austin Dillon, top 10. Then Briscoe, Jones, Eric Jones, Blaney, Harvick, Kurt Busch, and Keselowski, the top 16. And then from Stenhouse to Chastain, 17 to 20th. So those are the standings. Just a reminder that the next race will be at Phoenix for the Cup and Xfinity only. Trucks Series next race will be at Atlanta. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys all next time in the next one. Goodbye.